Do you think it's too late for you to start? Do you believe your best opportunities are behind you? Before you answer, listen to the story of a woman who, at 55, after a crushing failure, built a media empire. Watch this video, because it might just change the way you see your life, forever. Here are 10 inspiring stories of people who achieved great success after 40. 1. Colonel Harlan Sanders, founder of KFC, success at 65. The story: Harlan Sanders held a series of jobs: steamboat pilot, insurance salesman, service station operator, without finding lasting success. In his 40s, he was running a service station in Corbin, Kentucky, where he served his now famous Southern fried chicken to travelers. Decades later, at 65, a new interstate highway bypassed his restaurant, forcing him to sell. With only a $105 monthly Social Security check and his secret recipe, he decided to franchise his chicken concept. He traveled across the country, cooking his chicken for restaurant owners and striking handshake deals for a nickel per chicken sold. The inspiring lesson: he built a global empire from a single idea and a relentless spirit. At age 73, he sold the company for $2 million but remained its public face. His story proves that it's never too late to start and that resilience can turn a simple idea into a world-famous brand. 2. Vera Wang, fashion designer at 40. The story: Vera Wang spent her early career as a competitive figure skater and then as a senior fashion editor at Vogue for 15 years. After being passed over for the editor-in-chief position, she moved to Ralph Lauren as a design director. It wasn't until she was 39 and planning her own wedding that she became frustrated with the lack of elegant, modern wedding gowns. This personal need sparked her new calling. At 40, with support from her family, she opened her own bridal boutique in New York City. The inspiring lesson: Wang transformed her frustration into a brilliant new career, becoming one of the most sought-after bridal designers in the world. She shows that your accumulated experience can be the perfect foundation for a successful pivot to a completely new field. 3. Arianna Huffington, founded the Huffington Post at 55. The story: Arianna Huffington was already a successful author and political commentator. However, in 2007, at age 55, she collapsed from exhaustion and burnout, breaking her cheekbone on her desk. This wake-up call forced her to reevaluate her definition of success. She realized the world needed a new, conversational kind of media. With this vision, she launched the Huffington Post, which quickly grew into one of the most influential news and blog sites globally. She sold it to AOL for $315 million in 2011. The inspiring lesson: a major personal crisis can be the catalyst for a massive professional reinvention. She used her wisdom and experience to build a media powerhouse at an age when many are planning their retirement. 4. Ray Kroc, McDonald's at 52. The story: for most of his life, Ray Kroc was a milkshake mixer salesman. In his 50s, he was curious why a small restaurant in San Bernardino, California, owned by the McDonald brothers, was ordering an unusually large number of his multi-mixers. He visited the restaurant and was amazed by their efficient, speedy service system. At 52, he saw the potential for a nationwide chain. He bought the franchising rights from the brothers and aggressively expanded the company, turning McDonald's into a global phenomenon. The inspiring lesson: Kroc's story is a masterclass in recognizing a brilliant system and having the vision to scale it. It underscores that a keen eye for opportunity can strike at any age. 5. Julia Child, celebrity chef at 50. The story: Julia Child had no professional cooking experience before she moved to France with her husband in her late 30s. She fell in love with French cuisine and enrolled at the famous Le Cordon Bleu cooking school. She then spent years co-writing a comprehensive cookbook for American audiences. Her seminal book, Mastering the Art of French Cooking, was published when she was 49. Her legendary television career, hosting The French Chef, began when she was 51. The inspiring lesson: Child discovered her passion unexpectedly and dedicated herself to mastering it. She is a testament to the idea that you can find your true calling later in life and become a revolutionary figure in that field. 6. Stan Lee, co-creator of Marvel's biggest heroes at 39 plus. The story: Stan Lee had worked in comic books for 2 decades but was dissatisfied and considering quitting. His wife, Joan, told him, "Why don't you write one comic you are proud of for a change?" Taking her advice, he collaborated with artist Jack Kirby to create the Fantastic Four at age 39. This was the breakthrough that led to the creation of the iconic Marvel Universe. Throughout his 40s, he co-created Spider-Man, the Hulk, Iron Man, the X-Men, and Thor. The inspiring lesson: Lee's greatest successes came after he decided to stop following the standard formula and pour his own creativity and beliefs into his work. It's a powerful reminder that a single piece of advice and the courage to innovate can change everything. 7. Sam Walton, founded Walmart at 44. The story: after running a successful Ben Franklin franchise store for years, Sam Walton's lease was not renewed when he was 44. Instead of seeing it as a defeat, he saw it as an opportunity. He, along with his brother Bud, used this setback to open the first true Walmart Discount City in Rogers, Arkansas. His philosophy was simple: offer lower prices and great service to customers in small towns. He was 44 when the first store opened, and he built it into the world's largest retailer. The inspiring lesson: Walton turned a major professional rejection into the foundation of his empire. His story teaches us that resilience and a clear vision can transform a setback into a historic success. 8. Charles Darwin, published On the Origin of Species at 50. The story: Charles Darwin developed his theory of natural selection in his 20s after his voyage on the HMS Beagle. However, he spent the next 2 decades meticulously gathering evidence, fearing the backlash his radical idea would cause from the scientific and religious establishment. It was only when he learned that another naturalist, Alfred Russel Wallace, had developed a similar theory that he was finally pushed to publish. He released On the Origin of Species at the age of 50, forever changing biology. The inspiring lesson: Darwin's story isn't about a late start, but about the courage to finally share a life's work with the world. It shows that patience, thoroughness, and timing are critical components of world-changing success. 9. Anna Mary Robertson, Grandma Moses, painter at 78. The story: Grandma Moses spent her life as a farmer's wife and later a housekeeper. In her 70s, arthritis made it too painful for her to continue embroidering, so she turned to painting as a hobby in her late 70s. Her folk art style paintings were displayed in a local drugstore. A passing art collector discovered her work, and she had her first solo exhibition in New York City at the age of 80. She became a national sensation and painted over 1,500 works in her last 2 decades. The inspiring lesson: your most remarkable talent might be hiding in a new hobby you pick up later in life. She embodies the idea that creativity has no expiration date. 10. Tim Westergren, founded Pandora at 35, major success after 40. The story: Tim Westergren was a struggling musician and film composer. At 35, frustrated by the difficulty of getting his music heard, he conceived the idea for the Music Genome Project, a system that would categorize songs by their musical attributes to create personalized radio stations. He founded Pandora, but the path was incredibly difficult. The company nearly went bankrupt during the 2008 financial crisis, with Westergren maxing out 11 credit cards to keep it afloat. Pandora's breakthrough and rise to becoming a streaming giant happened when Westergren was well into his 40s. The inspiring lesson: Westergren's journey is a testament to sheer perseverance. It shows that success often comes long after the initial idea, and that the tenacity to survive near failure is what ultimately defines an entrepreneur. Did these stories give you hope? Let us know in the comments. If you want to join our community of dreamers and doers, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a story.